Now, look, Yuri, I know you're rocking some good-sized melons, but you're probably gonna have to go to some double E's. Can't forget to pair that with a big round booty, too.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Bro!
Hello, greetings everyone, once again, welcome back, everyone. Oh, it's been so long since you've actually seen me. Last week, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. It was pretty bad. I just couldn't get into that oomph of, that effort of just recording and editing. It didn't feel right to me to just record if I'm not fully enjoying myself all the way. It's always the little things that matter. Despite different things that we go through in life, there's always going to be encouragement along the way. I bring this up, I'm not going to make this an extra long intro as I did with the reaction thing last video, just so I can get your name right. I got a notification, and it was by your local hacker, who said, I really like your vids, and I also respect you, and I also appreciate you as well. In fact, all of you. It's just something about our own community flourishing and just interacting with each other. It's something that I've always thought was so cool to see, like everyone just communicating. That's our way of communication, and we're all in this together. So the embrace, like at that time where I was, that felt pretty nice, so thank you. Once again, no t-shirt at all. It is that hot in here. I always have to record with the fan off unless no one wants to hear a ton of over-exaggerated humming.
It's okay, everyone, you'll get used to it. Also, we start his OnlyFans.
Bro, listen
yes,
here.
Yes, sure.
Have you ever thought to do everyone a favor and just shut up?
No, I haven't, actually. Thanks for asking.
Wait, hold on. What gave you the idea that I wanted to make an OnlyFans?
Well, you're almost half naked,
Why would I want to make an OnlyFans?
Well, now, no, though to me, you seem like the person who would like to be posting nudes.
I don't have the energy to deal with you right now. I thank all of you who've been so patient in the process with me, because, you know, with everything revamping Local 37, I made a post about that. Gonna get a few things done here and there. It's a lot of work. And also, I'm still in school, so... And speaking of school, got some unfinished business there too. Hello everyone, it's me, IC, and welcome back to my literature club. Okay, well actually, the game is called Doki Doki Literature Club, but it's still my literature club, so it's whatever you want to call it. Last episode, I may have spent the entire episode spending all the time with Yuri, which I have no regrets in doing. So I don't know where we left off. Oh, who should I put? Alright, who should I show my poem to? You know what? I gotta show it to Sayori. That's my homie. So, gotta show it to Sayori. It's been a while since I've seen you anyway. Yeah, what's good? What's good with you? Yo, it's been so long. Hold on, this music kinda too... Is it too loud? I hope this music is not too loud.
This is a good poem, Matthew. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course not. This is my... I don't know how many times. I haven't counted. I've been writing poems for a while now. It's not that good compared to the other ones I've made. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? No, I am not.
I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Matthew. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Sorry.
Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day?
I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. Oh, is there more? I want breakfast. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. Classic. But I'm not. But I'm not mad. I just want breakfast. Just give me. Hey, go. Yo, why'd you go to the? I can't get it out. I just want breakfast. Oh, Sayori. Oh, I missed you so much. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you, Sayori. Exactly something you would write.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line. That I want breakfast line. Wait, hold on. Wait, you. Bro, you were standing in front giving a presentation to the entire class, and then as soon as at the end, it's like, okay, I want breakfast. Who's going out to McDonald's? I don't know. Or I don't know, IHOP, whichever one that does breakfast, they both do it.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing then. Anyway, thanks for showing me. I really enjoyed it.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah, Monica.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Especially if it was funny as this one, because, bro, this thing, I had to try and contain myself that I don't laugh out of this chair. Oh, who should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna show it to Monica. I'm gonna pick Monica as the next guest, because Natsuki's still on my bad side. I don't appreciate the way how I was disrespectful, or disrespected.
Hi, Matthew. Having a good time so far?
Yeah, a very good time, man. I had so much fun with Sayori's poem. Not to mention last time with Yuri.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Matthew. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem.
Great job, Matthew. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
What do you mean by that?
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low, you see? I have a way of doing things, a way to shape the minds of other people. See, they don't know who I really am. And that's why you're watching me. Listen, I can see you through the camera. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I see you. And you see me, right? That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all.
Do y'all ever just read something and another word goes into your head and you try to say that word instead of reading what you actually see? That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I don't know why.
Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances.
I hope I said that right. I'm pretty nuanced. I ain't got time for this.
It can take years of practice, what I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Definitely not.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot.
Did I actually just read my line like that because I was paying attention to my webcam? It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, you know.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Monica, here's the thing you don't know. I actually am trying to impress one person. You know, Still don't trust that post, but I'm chill me today. I'm supposed to be chill. I'm supposed to be chill as tired as I am. I gotta stay that way. I don't know, I'm laughing.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle produces. Is that produces or protrudes? I said produce. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Bro, hold on a one moment, bro. You telling me what I'm getting here? I'm peeping. Hold on. I'm peeping in the wall, and all I see is another set of eyes? Is that what I'm getting here? Bro, why are you peeping through my wall? Like, bro, why are you peeping through my wall? There's no business for you to be putting your eye at my wall that you broke, that you need to pay for. Like, what are you trying to see? Like, if I'm there, I'm mind my own business. Like, where is the hole in the wall? Tell me, where's the hole in the wall? Like, I could be butt naked for all you know, and you just peeping in the wall, just looking, trying to get photos. Okay, it's a good poem though.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one? Was someone peering through your wall? Was there a hole in your wall? And that's why you wrote the poem? Is there something I should know about? What? Does someone have... Hold on, I need to know.
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany. The epiphany of someone poking their eyeball through your wall in your home. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
See, I knew it!
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just for your...
What? For what were you trying to say, my guy? What is going on?
Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, sure, thanks. I really appreciate it. What is even happening right now? My brain is discombobulated. Is this all I have to do now is talk to Natsuki? Which is something I really didn't want to do? But Natsuki, I got something for you today though. You see... Hold on, let me condition my voice. Condition your voice. There we go. This is me. I'm talking as me. And regular me knows how to talk trash properly. I get a little wired playing Minecraft Dungeons lately. Yeah, we're not gonna go any further than that. I knew this was gonna be some kind of problem. If this is going... I see the line right here. Get ready. I knew this was coming too. I knew this was coming, bro. I knew it.
Matthew, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Excuse me. Listen here, miss, for a second. I just stand here, I'll approach you. I got my paper in hand, and you gonna treat me this way? It's ever since I got here. What, you got some kind of vendetta against me? Something I should know about? I need to fully understand so I don't do something that you will regret. Harsh, hostile, very disappointing behavior.
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer, I'm a gamer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort, especially for Yuri. We all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Probably something you just copied off at the nearest bookstore, perhaps. Or what, maybe you got it from a children's book at Dollar Tree? Painful to think about, isn't it?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
I honestly think you're... This actually... No offense. But was this really about a children's book and Dollar Tree? No, bro, I don't know if y'all can see this. Look at the tears. I'm crying, bro. This music exactly fits my expression. Oh, what can I ruin this? Oh, that's okay. Okay. I'm sounding just as mean as you are. I'm trying so hard not to roast this. But I'm pretty sure that everyone starts somewhere, as I've said. I can't be mean. I'll be the bigger person here. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's do this. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What am I... What? I mean, nothing is wrong, but you just briefly, it's an eagle. Okay, maybe I'm not saying this right. Hold on. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's about it. Oh, so like someone has a plan. There's someone has a plan. Okay, I need you to go to A, B, and C. Okay, what about D? That's about it, I'm afraid. It's the good. It gave me, bro. I really don't want to roast this. I don't want to be mean. What would Sayori think about me? But it's a really good poem. It actually made me laugh the hardest. You deserve so much credit, Natsuki. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. I like it a lot. It made me laugh so hard.
What? Just be honest.
I am being honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all about sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my rating seriously.
But isn't... Hold on. Exactly what I'm saying here. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? I've known this for a while. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. I mean, you all had correct facts. Like, there was nothing wrong with that poem.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
Yeah, the just about it part, that just bring the whole thing home.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I did sense the feeling of the that's about it part. That's my favorite part in that whole poem. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Man, I'm Natsuki, I apologize for saying you got it from a bookstore or a children's book from Dollar Tree. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me, but I'm so thankful that I didn't say anything worse than that.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I really didn't. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre, yet very excellent and college-rated and sophisticated writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Yo, Yuri. There she is. What's up, Yuri? I haven't seen you in so long. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yep, I already knew that was gonna happen because she doesn't like sophisticated writing. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. And Yuri loves more sophisticated writing like I do. Oh no.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I knew that. I just meant the language. I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Matthew did too.
My detective skills are starting to activate. Why do I think this is going to turn into some kind of debate? This is gonna be some kind of debate. Oh no. Oh, please no. Oh, please no. Not with. Actually, no. If it's involving Yuri, then I'm gonna take Yuri's side 100%.
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Matthew liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up, and the music cut off. And the music cut off. And the music. I'm pinpointed between a very difficult situation right now. Well, actually, you know what? It's probably not that difficult after all.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's why the music changed. That's why the music changed. That's why the music changed. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I was caught off guard. Bro, this music reminds me of my failure bus driver. Why are we playing this?
That's not what I. That's you're just.
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Matthew appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was in the...
Pause! Now that I actually got the chance to even look at the sentence, look at the accusation that Natsuki just put on the table. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Matthew started showing up.
Whoa, now.
What the freak you think you talking about? What do you think I'm doing? What? I have many God-given abilities. Especially, I know for a fact of all those abilities. This, what you're presenting, what, the enlargement of body parts? Is definitely not one of them. What if it was true, Natsuki? Do you think about that? Now, look, Yuri, I know you're rocking some good-sized melons, but you're probably gonna have to go to some double E's. Can't forget to pair that with a big round booty, too.
Hey, yo! Bro, what are we talking about here?
Bro, please edit this out.
We go edit that out.
Already taken care of.
Thank you, bro, so much. I'm so glad I can depend on you.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
I don't know what came over me.
Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. And I don't like fighting, guys.
Bro, Sayori, you're not the one fighting here. You don't know what the situation I've been put in right now. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was just standing there. Of course I'm gonna stand here. What do you think I'm gonna do? But y'all have someone else be the referee of this nonsense.
Matthew, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Matthew. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way it's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Matthew? Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Natsuki, I blame you 100% for this. It's not like I know anything about... Well, I do know a lot about writing, but I don't know what I do. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. I mean, look at Yuri. Yuri hasn't done anything to you. Like, you're always coming out mean and disrespectful to everyone that you meet. Disappointing. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri?
Eh?
You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing, isn't it? No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Way too far. Way out of pocketly far. What would make you think? Why would you think that what would make you? What would? Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this pointless argument wouldn't have to be brought up for any reason at all. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Exactly what I'm saying.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Thank you, Monica. At least I have someone on my side here and respects my decision.
You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. All thanks to me. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Meh. I'ma be honest, bro, I really don't.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki... She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right, Yuri? You know, I'm a bit worried. You know, we in this together, right?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. I actually support you. As much as it doesn't seem like it, Natsuki honestly deserved it, didn't she? I do agree with myself. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. I actually think a lot more.
Weird. Buddy, you're weird.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Matthew. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
Oh, it's nothing, girl. It's nothing. You know, I'll do this. This is what I do. You see, they don't make anyone like me no more. They don't make them like me no more. They don't, and that's sad.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Yuri.
I would never do anything so shameful. So,
What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that.
Thank you, Yuri. I actually didn't want to talk about that. Cause I don't want to be accused of that. Cause we all know that if that was actually the case and everything was correct, then
FBI, open up!
I'm going to go make some more tea.
Good idea, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Of course you would think that, Sayori. Got us into a lot of drama.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Matthew, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was okay. The poem part, the big argument was something completely different. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone, actually.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Hope so. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, right? Y'all know, right? If y'all say something different in the comments, we're gonna have a big problem here. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Matthew, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I am enjoying it! What are you talking about? I'm enjoying Sayori's company. Sayori, about what happened earlier, you don't think that's true, do you? You don't believe Natsuki's lie, right? Because you know I would never do something like that. And if I did, you wouldn't say anything, right?
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise you're both wonderful people.
Sayori, I'm trusting you that Natsuki's a wonderful person, but a very large majority of me disagrees with that. Now, Yuri is beyond wonderful.
You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. Just Natsuki, just needs a little bit of, respect, that's all. Just needs to gain that up. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Matthew, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? That's a good question. Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. We'll see till then. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But I see to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Woo! What a day that was. But before I go, I'm gonna get this poem in though with my newfound ideas. Okay, Okay, I've been recording for about an hour, but we're gonna get what's popping right now. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, we still got a lot of weird words that I don't like. Unrequited, that was a... I'm making a lot of mistakes. Okay, I can't pick anything related to sadness because apparently Sayori likes that type of poetry. Together. That is also Sayori. Bro, I need to pick words for Yuri. Yuri. Uncanny. Yes. Vibrant. Yes, sir. There we go. Determination. Whatever this word was that I completely forgot. Philosophy. Yes, come on. Contamination was a good one too. That was a good one. Tenacious is more of Yuri. Oh. Forgive? Okay, no, that was with that's Sayori. Extraordinary. Oh, okay. Sayori, you're a bit okay. I'm trying to make a good secretive. There we go. Disoriented. Captive. Misfortune. I keep messing everything up. Okay, I'm so sorry, Yuri. I'm really trying. Excite. Oh my God. Nope. Do not pick. Imagination. Heaven sent. That's a good one to pick. Infulgent. And I'll end it off with extreme. That's the poem. So it's like a 50-50 mix between Yuri and Sayori. That's how we going? Bro, I'm a bit disappointed myself. I wanted to get all for Yuri, bro. But Sayori's my best bud. So I can't be too mad at all. I can't be mad. Like Yuri and Sayori, we all locked in. Hope y'all enjoyed this video going forward. Enjoying Chill Me. This is Chill Me. This is not Overreactive Me. Like, yo, I'm starting to get more comfortable on camera. I've said it before. Just get rid of that nervous perspective that I've always had. Just being so nonchalant here on camera is much better than being scared of how I'll even appear or talk on camera. Just gotta be me. That's all you can do. This today was a successful disaster. I don't know what happened toward the end, but it's starting to get a bit crazy. And I gotta figure out what's up with Monica. Something's a bit off with Monica. She didn't want to talk about it. I'm a bit sus of that, and we're gonna investigate on the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't, don't forget to go ahead and shout out the like button. Subscribe today to become an icicle. Till next time, stay cool, fam. See you next time. I'll see y'all much more sooner. And we're gonna have a bunch of new revamped stuff. I promise y'all. Alright. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. I'm gone.